ye today that in the event of anything in your life, listen attentively and learn. In the event of any promise of God in your life concerning you, secret to you, do not relax. Learn also to work it out. That is the problem of Christians. That is the problem of believers. They relax so much. After all, the Lord has promised you. After all, thus says the Lord. Thus says the Lord. Learn to work it out. Learn to work it out. Yes. Learn to work it out. And how do you work it out? How do you work it out? You work it out by firm faith in the Father, firm trust in the Father. Glory and praise concerning all He promised you, concerning all He spoke about in you and for you. Let the children of God hear today that their tests are numerous. The test that comes to the children of God, if you are a real child of God, you are not devoid of that test. If you are a real child of God, know ye today that you are tested severally. You are tested severally, numerous tests upon you to really ascertain that your firm faith. And so, all promised to you all, especially in this hour, children of God hanging out, greatly hanging, still to test you, to confirm you, your bond to the Father. And what's the test for? The test is to confirm your bond to the Father. Children of God, if you are really in deep bond to the Father, you dare not mince words. You dare not mince words concerning all you've heard about yourself. You dare not mince words concerning the promises of God upon your life. And so, one certain time, a long time in the past, there are promises, great promises, great promises to this abode and to the instrument in question, all of them hanging out, still to confirm her bond, and those also to watch what comes from her heart. What comes through your mouth comes most from your heart. In the event of that analysis, nothing contrary was detected. As nothing contrary was detected, and the instrument in deep union to the Lord, the wage was removed. Just like removed. And it's also applicable to all of us present here, especially the children of God. Children of God undergo series of tests. Certain things you are promised about are hanging. Certain things about your life hanging, about your family hanging, about your way forward in life hanging. Know ye that is a deep test to still ascertain your deep bond to the Father. How are you bonded to the Father? In what way are you united to the Father? Are you united to the Father because of what you will gain? Are you united to the Father because of the promises? Are you united to the Father because of the things you expect to gain from your Father? No. If that is your reason, children of God, you will fail. Your reason on earth, for existing on earth, is not for the promises of Father, what your Father will do for you. Your reason of existence on earth is for deep union and deep love to the Father. If you are in deep love and deep union to the Father, all He promised you must come to pass. Know ye today that is not in your hands to draw that. Is everything lies above. Everything lies above. Stop your prayer of binding. Your prayer calling Satan. Stop. So he has no right for what is for you that is uttered by your Father above. Children of God, believers, know ye today that he has no right over that spoken by your Father to you. He has no right over that. It depends on you, your union to the Father, your deep love to the Father, your deep bond to the Father. And here comes the great day. It was declared and announced that the instrument in question will leave the axis, will leave the territory, will leave. For where the great work will be done, most are in pain, most worried, most cried. Days passed, months passed, years passed. Nothing happened. Most minced words, uttered all forms of words without knowing what is happening, without knowing anything attached to that, attributed to that. Stop voicing words anyhow, also, especially on what you do not know about. Nobody knew anything concerning that. Even she herself did not even know anything concerning that. She prayed, let your will be be done, Father. But I'm ready, Father. Let your will be done. Children of God, that is your prayer. If you resort to that form of prayer, you will come up a winner. It's in the pipeline. Truly, everything about that, well fortified, well arranged. Here comes the great day. Here comes the great day. And most will close their mouths. Most that fumbled west. Most that means west. Ayakaba, Iku, Buruku, Suntaraka, Suntaraka, what is even happening? Sometimes I don't understand. How dare you utter that kind of words? A believer is not supposed to utter that kind of words. A believer is not supposed to mince words anyhow, especially castigate somebody. Warning to each and every one of us that have in any way reform your ways. If you want to move forward, for your way forward, you must reform your ways. Reform your ways to be in good positive order. It counts greatly for your way forward in life. But I tell you, all you people heard about is a pipeline hanging, still observing you, observing you, observing your gestures. Your gestures is also observed. Your gestures. Your gestures. The gestures from you, is it positive or negative? Some voice out negative gestures. See gestures so that you will understand what gesture is. I'm even tired. This world self. Stop. It's not supposed to come from a believer. It's not supposed to come from anyone that is a believer. Your gestures, your thoughts, your imaginations, your intellect, they are all critically observed to really know where your heart and everything about you is embedded and the reason why it's embedded there. Truly, this day, the reverse was the case. Because all hanging out, and here comes the great day. The great day for the way forward. The great day for turnaround. The great day. Some even means words concerning the abode. Every time the abode of the Father. It doesn't even look like the abode of the Father. Could you imagine that someone voiced a word like that? Could you imagine that someone voiced a word like that? Wherever the person is, let that person know today that word is spoken. That person is a strong member of this abode. Let that person hear that word is spoken by that person is hanging against that person. You must reform your word. In the spiritual realm, there are steps and there are laws. The law is that you must reform your word. Reform your word to positive word. It doesn't even look like an abode. Nothing goes there. Nothing is happening. Abode of the Father, abode of the Father. It doesn't even look like an abode. Nothing goes there. Nothing is happening. Me, I'm even tired. And truly, children of God, it is speaking and hanging against that individual till this day. Tomorrow you will say that you don't know what is happening around you. Believer, know you today that what is happening around you, most of the things that is happening around you is your spoken words. It is your spoken word. It's the word you uttered, especially in the desert life of any Christian and in the desert life of all you are passing through. The words you voiced out. Standing against you, speaking against you, hanging things for you. There is no way you will move forward without you reforming your ways. So whosoever that spoke that kind of must reform that ways. You people do not know that many years you are existing here, that you are under great scrutiny, great test, great observation. And at last, great passman that is not less than 8, the light is still on, despite the dryness. Yes, everywhere was dried up. You don't know that as a Christian, that there is a time when your light will be off. Yes, as a Christian, there is a time when your light will be off. Your light off to critically observe you, to really know where your heart is embedded. Yes, that's the reason why your light is off. That's why it seems as if sometimes most believers, real children of God, real believers are suffering. Let them hear today that their suffering is just temporal. That they are under observation, great observation, to critically scrutinize and observe you, to really know how your dancing step is and where you will finally land. A question is asked unto you: where are you landing? Are you landing in the right part of the Father, in the right or in the left side? A pain if it's in the left side, and you call yourself a child of God. Go back and reform your ways. Go back and critically examine your spoken words. Most their spoken words are hanging against them. And here comes the great day for the so-called abode that they questioned about. Most question. What did she even call this place? What did she even, every time, great abode. What did she even call this place? What is the level of dryness? Nothing calls for her. Some nearby neighbors even voiced out this particular one. Since that woman started that prayer, they are dried up. Nothing calls for them. I pity her. The word and prayer. It's not even working for her. Nothing calls for her. That particular person, Nana the same way the person spoke against this apple. It's the same way the person will cripple and dry up till that person cripple, because that's the same way the person spoke against the apple. That's the same way that the person spoke against the apple. Children of God, be mindful of your spoken words. Be mindful of your spoken words, and it has started happening to them. Unless you come back, that's why you should post, so that they will hear. Unless you come back and reform your words to the apple, to the great apple. I tell you, to remain the great apple of the Most High. But it's a pity that most that are supposed to eat from the national cake are dried up, and they are not eating, and they are not enjoying it. And see the national cake about to be carried off. But where are they? Where are they? Where are they that are supposed to be partakers of the national cake? And as here comes the great day. The great day comes, and at last it's taken away from them, and they wallowed in dryness, and at last they died in dryness, and at last they echo and reform their words and still die because it's too late. And don't wait until it is too late for you. Don't wait until you're dying bed for your confession. Wherever you are listening from, this is time for confession, I tell you, because there is no time left. Because here comes the great time, the great awaiting time. I want to each and any one of you that has in any way, in any form, means words against the great abode, it remaineth the great abode of the Most High. At last, hear you today that great abode of the Most High, the great work, is not desirable here. And that is why. How will it work in a place where blood is thriving? How will it work out and thrive in a place where dark blood is thriving? Dark blood of human beings killed many years back. You don't know that there is nothing as life as blood. Even though dead is still alive, they killed them. They strangled living beings alive and dumped them in this particular area, zone, metropolis. Dumped them, so many of them. Dumped even powerful ones. Dumped wicked ones. Dumped innocent ones. They killed and dumped. They sacrificed in this area, in this metropolis. A pity unto them that are living in this axis. How will this greater abode thrive here? And they talk and mince words. How dare you mince words on what you do not know? A warning, a great warning unto anybody that is listening, that has in any way voiced words against this abode. Go and reform your words, else you suffer to death. Or else you suffer to death. You degenerate to death, because that's the words they spoke. That woman, since she started that prayer, they are moving down. They are degenerating. Nothing calls for them. Prayer everywhere. This her own self. I don't even understand. Let them stop disturbing someone. And that person will be disturbed even when you people leave. The music will still be on, and that person will be disturbed till death. Pick up your sword again. Go back and pick your sword from where you dropped it. Go back and pick your sword from where you dropped it, and make reforms where possible, and make reparation where possible, and make a reunion. This is time for reunion. This is time for reunion and a new beginning. A new beginning is better than life in chaos and confusion. Most are in confusion. Most are in commotion. Why? Because of the words they utter. Because of the assumptions, negative assumptions. Why are you assuming negatively on what is not? At last, here comes the great day. You mince words, you voice up. But at last, here comes the great day. When your father planned things for you, you still mince words. That is why you people are seeing what your people are seeing. Raw power without pollution. Raw ground without pollution. And blessed are they that are present. Blessed are they that are settled. You see them, they are running for settlement. And they wallow in things till death.